Hi guys, this is Patty with Turtle Tracks, and I wanted to make a video today because we only have 27 days left before Maru and I start to do our hike of the Pacific Crest Trail. Where did the time go? I can't believe it's only 27 more days, and I can't lie, I've been stressing out a little bit. I even at night when I'm trying to sleep, I can feel my stomach just rolling. I'm just wondering if I'm gonna have everything ready in time. I don't know if anybody else who's in the class of 2019 is going through the same thing. Part of what has been making me so busy is that I've decided that I'm going to cook and send to myself all of my meals along the trail. And for some of you who are seasoned hikers who are going to be hiking as well this year, you might be saying, that's entirely unnecessary. Why am I doing that? And I just want to assure you, I am not by any means a food princess, but I do have a real reason for wanting to prepare my own meals. First, let me start out by explaining why I even want to do the PCT. This goes way back. When I was a teenager, about 15, and I won't say how long ago that was, but I think one of my brothers was still in the Vietnam War. But I was about 15 years old, and my older brother, the other brother, he was off hitchhiking in Europe, and he used to send letters home to my mom. And my mom let me read his letters, and I would read about how he was spending the night in some Italian farmer's barn and just having all these epic adventures. And I just knew right then and there that I wanted to have a big adventure myself someday. As a matter of fact, it was the same brother who then later took me on my first hike up in the Sierras, and it was love at first sight. It just so happens that later on, my mom ended up living up in Big Bear for about 20 years. And while she was up there, I heard about the PCT. And as soon as I heard about it, I was so enchanted. I knew that was what I wanted to do. And it was probably more than 25 years ago, I want to say. I just know it was a really long time ago that I learned about it. And I was so crazy and excited about doing it that I even went and found a lodge in Big Bear where I had heard that Yogi had been, and where all the hikers would meet inside of a meeting area inside this lodge, and that there was a cork board with pictures up of all the hikers that had been through. There was a copy of Yogi's book there on the table. And I just sat there all by myself for a few minutes just because I wanted to soak in that feeling of what it would be like to someday really be a hiker myself. So I had children and I was working, and I could not break away from those things to be able to hike the PCT earlier. So finally I'm retired. Finally I think I'm ready. And so I am really, really excited and anxious, thinking now my dream's going to come true. I also am concerned, what if something goes wrong? I don't know how many more chances I have to try and do this feat. So it's really important to me that I try to hedge my bet and make it possible this time in the year of 2019. So last year, as part of preparing for the PCT, I hiked the Camino de Santiago in Spain. I figured that not only would I get used to staying in hostels, but I would find out if I really did like walking every day. Well, it turns out I really do. The only issue that I ran into is that because I'm vegan, every once in a while I had trouble finding something to eat. There wasn't always a vegan option, that's for sure. And there was some times that for lunch, the only thing I could eat was olives and beer. And I'm not complaining because that was awesome, but I can't do that for 6 months. So I decided that because I don't want anything to stop me from making this dream come true, it was worth it to me to make sure that I made all of my meals in advance. So I'm doing that, and I'm also trying to help Maru by getting some of her meals ready because even though she's not vegan, she is working like 12-hour days, and she's working 9 days and then off one. So, I mean, she just really doesn't have any time to get ready. So it just makes sense that I would help her out with that. So we've gotten out on a few hikes. We've gone up to Lake Gregory here in Southern California. We've also gone up to Joshua Tree and a few other places locally. But mostly, right now, the house is a mess. We're both exhausted and just hoping that everything's going to be done in time for the big day. But I also wanted to put it out there that if there's anybody else who, for any reason, is having to prep a lot of food, if you want, I can make a video and show you how I started it, how from just the conception of the idea that I was going to make my own food up to getting it into the boxes so I could mail it. I would be happy to do that if you just let me know. But in the meantime, I really just wanted friends, family, and other people that are watching to know that I haven't forgotten to try to keep you updated, and I will be coming up with our final gear list very soon to share with you. So anyway, I know these days are going to fly. They've been flying already. So I hope I get some good sleep. I hope Madhu gets some rest. So wish us luck. Bye.